Right, but can you see that that is a problem for many people? If you are going to be a senior politician, you already are a senior politician if you count leading the ERG, the group of 60 or 70 MPs, that you hold those views about some of your colleagues who want to be married and are gay.
I make no criticism of any of my colleagues, but do you believe in religious tolerance?
I do.
So why do you pick on this view of the Catholic Church?
I'm just asking you.
Well, I'm now asking you. Why do you pick on the views of the Catholic Church and say that you can't hold these in modern politics?
I'm not saying you can. I'm saying that there are people who might have a problem with it.
You're saying that tolerance only goes so far and that you should not be tolerant of the teaching of the Catholic Church. So isn't this stretching into religious bigotry?
Except, is it a barrier, do you think, to holding high office?
That's a different question, but that's not the one you just asked. All
right, well, that is really what I meant to say.
It's really important to get to the heart of this, because this country believes in religious tolerance. We are a very tolerant nation. And the act of tolerance is to tolerate things you don't agree with, not just ones you do agree with. And the problem with liberal tolerance is it's got to the point of only tolerating what it likes, and therefore attacking...
Don't assume what I think, or that I'm attacking. I'm raising an issue that your colleagues have also raised.
I'm just reading into your question. And the Catholic Church of great antiquity has taught these things, and it is absolutely legitimate for Catholics in public life, in private life, to believe and accept the teaching of the Catholic Church, as it is for Muslims to believe the teachings of Islam.
Of course.
And likewise for Anglicans, but also
if
for
you
agnostics
if you wanted to hold office, high office, or if somebody who held those views wanted to hold high office, would they be a barrier?
It would be a matter for the voters to decide, but what's so important is that I should be honest with voters about my views and make no bones about the fact that I'm a practicing Catholic and I believe in the teaching of the Catholic Church.
Should they be a barrier then, or should they not? I mean, if they were, I know we've just discussed it,
that.
But there are people within your party, and I've talked about Anna Soubry and Justine Greening, who find those views difficult if someone was going to hold high office.
They are absolutely entitled to disagree with my views and the views of the Catholic Church, but where I would quibble is that if we are a tolerant nation, you have to be tolerant of the views that you don't like as well as the ones that you do.
And that is fine, and that is true. But you still haven't answered the question. Would they be a barrier to somebody holding high office in the Conservative Party?
It is up to the British voters to decide this. The British voter in the ballot box is entitled to vote for whomsoever he or she chooses. And I make clear to people in North East Somerset when they come to vote for me what my views are on any issues they ask me about.
Would you like to change the law on these issues?
The law is not going to be changed.
But that's not my question. Would you like to change the law?
But it's quite an important prelude to the discussion, because the issue is actually about what society thinks. I think it is a deep, deep sadness that there are 190,000 abortions in this country in a year in 2016. I think it is one of the great tragedies of the modern world, and I think it would be a wonderful thing if society came to a different view on abortion. I do not see that happening, and I don't think changing the law when society overwhelmingly thinks something different is going to achieve.
And what about gay marriage? I mean, these are things. Would you like to see the law changed, Jacob Rees Mogg, on those issues?
The law on gay marriage is now the settled will of Parliament and is not going to change.
Right, but you would like to see it if you were given that. But it's trying to get behind. People will want to know what you would do, what you might do.
Okay. Well, most importantly, on religious issues, these are votes of conscience, and it would be quite wrong to impose my conscience on you any more than it would be right of you to impose your conscience.
Can you divorce politics from one's personal views, religious or otherwise?
Well, you can in terms of whether they are part of formal party policy. In America, the abortion issue has become effectively part of formal party policy. I think one of the strengths of our political system is that they have not become part of party politics, and that does allow differentiation between one's theological views and between one's secular views.
All right, we'll have to leave it there.